What's up guys, Lvladen here, and today I'm coming at you with a live BG commentary. I was setting up my recording software and I forgot to change talent, so I guess we're playing Templar with Spellbop and Spellbreaker against essentially what is almost a full melee team. Unlucky me, whoops. Pretty much never happens lately, but yeah, we're gonna get in here and see how much damage we can do. I want to talk a little bit about why Templar has been kind of fallen. It's kind of fallen off, to be honest, and wow, I'm really not set up here because I don't even have my prized Gladiator's Trinket on my bar. All right, there we go, I finally dropped it. I think one reason you'll see that Templar is not performing as well as it had in the previous patch is, number one, people have a lot more HP. So one, yes, gear went up, but they also increased the base stat percentage on the two set from the PvP trinket bonus, I believe. I have to jump over to my team here and maybe I'll steal this leaf. Regenning the bubble. There'll be a handful of healers here. But yeah, your one-shot potential is definitely way less. The damage has not scaled up from Templar. In addition to that, your Empyrean Hammers are nerfed, so it's doing a little bit less. We don't have the 4 set from before, or from last patch. In theory, shouldn't really matter too much because we did get a 5% overall damage buff. Unfortunately, we weren't saved by the healers there. I think only one was alive. Oh no, they were both alive. Yeah, so we're missing a number of things that made Templar good last patch. Now in the preseason, Templar was really good, but that was because of the Divine Toll bug where it hit multiple judgments were hitting on the same target, even if it was just like 1 or 2 targets, in which case your Sanctification was stacking up really high, allowing your Empyrean Hammers to actually do damage. That is no longer the case. That bug got hotfixed, so now we are left with just the regular nerfed Empyrean Hammers. Not to say that Templar won't eventually scale up and be good again. It's just at the moment it feels pretty underwhelming, but that is also red damage in general, pretty underwhelming. Next week I plan to pick up my Bloody Token Shoulders. We're going to get buffed. I'm going to pick up my Conquest Pants, and hopefully we'll be doing a lot more damage than we are currently. Currently red damage feels very weak in Arena, and I know sometimes I'll definitely post some BGs out here showing off how much damage I'm doing and whatnot, but you know, if you ever watch some of my streams and see an Arena compare like what equally skilled players do in different classes, then red damage is pretty low right now. And one of my favorite things in WoW is grabbing some gear and doing a bunch of damage, rolling people in BGs, and it just doesn't even feel really possible to do that right now. Although it definitely would have felt a little bit better if I picked up regular Blessing of Protection, but whoops, I did not change the build. For the most part, Herald feels pretty good to me right now, and I think with just a little bit more damage in the 4 set, it will feel close to on par with how Paladin damage felt before in the previous season, like workable. But at the moment, you'll notice that Final Verdict is very underwhelming. It's getting a 10% buff tomorrow, actually. Judgment, I think of all the buffs, I'm most excited for Judgment. Judgment is typically tied like in our top 3, somewhere in our top 3 in terms of overall damage. So getting 20% on that is going to feel pretty nice. Everything else feels kind of either ineffective or not enough. But again, time will tell. We'll see tomorrow. Could feel good. I could just be a giant liar. Really wish I had Searing Glare this match. I'm playing a lot of Searing Glare. Searing Glare feels good. Also, don't get me wrong, I still really like Templar. I'll lay right here. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm like the only person. I got a bubble and run. Please don't MD me. My healers are very close by. Not that they've been saving me. I'm spamming flashy. I swear I don't notice it. Alright, let's just do our job as a melee and make this Warlock's life miserable. Train this, because I don't care. Get 2 stacks of Dawn and boom! 1.2 million. Hammer of Light. Max damage. He did have wall up, but you know. Dang. Dude, like individual ticks of Rampage hit harder than Hammer of Light sometimes. I don't even want Fury Warrior nerfs. I love playing with Fury Warrior. I just want all the lower specs to be brought up to the same damage level. Whenever damage is high in PvP, I personally have the most fun. But I also think there are a lot of healers that need to be buffed too. Like, I'm glad Residue is getting buffed, because Residue feels pretty weak right now in terms of its overall healing. I wish Mistweaver Monk would get some buffs too. I feel like Mistweaver is another one of those, like, why is it continually getting nerfed? I don't understand. This Priest is obviously pretty insane. I do think they're probably still going to be the best healer after next week. Jeez, they are just targeting me. Stand back here. I'm gonna get that one stack, overcap just a tiny bit. 1.8 mil is so weak. It's so weak. Alright, I have 2 healers. Why aren't they healing me? Oh, one of them has 3.9 million HP? Dang. That's not a lot of healing at all, but looks like we only really have one healer in this game here. I swear, if you play a Disc Priest in BGs and there's, you know, no dampening, everything lives until you and you don't even I'm definitely thinking about playing my Disc Priest again. It's been quite some time since I've played Disc Priest. I can't remember if I played too much of it last expansion. I know I played a little bit and a little bit of Shadow Priest. I don't think I made too many videos. It's been a while since I've made Priest videos on YouTube. Alright, let's see how much we can do here. Big damn, get this. Trinket. Coiled. I could get swept out. That was a bad trinket. I have lay out of this if I somehow live. I don't live, dude. How did it not break? Oh, and we got a 30-second res time. Yo, I swear, making some CC, like scatter shot, not instantaneously break on damage is so tilting sometimes. Like, I don't think it should have been a blanket change across the board, right? Couple things that should instantly break on damage. Gouge. Scatter shot. I'm fine with longer, like, I'm fine with trap having a tiny, you know, micro amount of damage that it can take before breaking. But like scatter and gouge, that's dumb. Blind's another thing that I understand, because like blind is a pretty long cooldown for a CC, and it also got nerfed. I think it's only 5 seconds now total, so I understand if that could take a couple extra seconds, but like something that's shorter cooldown CC, no thank you. Like, I swear Repentance also instantly breaks on damage still. One Judgment will break it. Alright, let's take out this Holy Priest. Let's do the best we can. $1.5 mil is the best that we can, apparently. Dang, and we only got 1 Judgment on our Divine Toll. Oh, man, that's still bugged too. Oh man, why? Yeah, there's still so many bugs for Ret. The other major bug I'm thinking of, let's see if I can get a little bit closer here. Whatever, I'll hit this guy. The other major bug I'm thinking of is Sun's avatar just occasionally not triggering. So like you'll have your Crusade active and you'll have Dawnlights active, but then no beams come out. I don't know what happened with those spells, but yeah. Pretty atrocious that they're still happening. We can't win any fights here. Marksman and Affliction Warlocks are just getting us. Freedomist Warrior here. Never mind, I can't. Couple seconds. Alright, Freedom here. Now wait 1 second. Hammer of Light. There we go. Got him. Trying to kite my way away from this Windwalker. I hodge him. Gets close. Can I make it away? Alright. I swear, that's how many flash heals it should take to recover. Except I actually had a leaf on as well. Alright, I have a lot of damage for this guy. Not even gonna wake on him. There we go. Soften over. Bring this. So many Hunter walls still. I have essentially nothing, so I'm just gonna, you know, spell bop the Warlock dots off myself. If only I remember to push, or remember to swap talents. Goiled. Beard. Interesting, I just got an Avenging Wrath proc instead of a Crusade proc. Like, I still can't tell if that's intended. I feel like it wasn't, and I remember them fixing it a while ago, but the problem's back. It's whenever someone dies. Because I'm talented into Crusade, it should, in theory, give us a Crusade and not an Avenging Wrath Might. Just doing my best to bully these guys here. Okay, we got one. We got two. Oof. Tough game. We couldn't ever truly dominate the team fight, and that's probably because I don't do any damage. Like, I know obviously I did second dam, but I'm used to doing like double or triple everyone else's damage. And it's not happening right now. If I was on a warrior, I swear I would like triple everyone's damage with the amount of combat time I had. All right, so let's take a look real quick. So top was Judgment. Pretty cool because Judgment is getting buffed. Next was Final Verdict. It's pretty crazy to me that we don't have one Final Verdict over 1 million. Hammer of Light top was 2.5 non-crit. I mean, this is essentially last patch's numbers. It's the same numbers that we saw before, except now everyone has a lot more HP. Empyrean Hammer here. A lot of overall Empyrean Hammers, and they're also on players now, but less damage than before. Eye for an Eye doing almost 30 million damage. Super pad. Not a bad talent, but at the same time, I wish our damage was distributed. Like, I wish this would just delete and factor into our other abilities here. Wake of Ashes. Wake of Ashes is always decent. Our Judgment did a lot here. Did a lot, actually. More than Hammer of Wrath. It's pretty crazy. Hammer of Wrath doing decent dam. Crusading Strikes. Blade of Justice. Elemental Focusing Lens actually is the best current embellishment that we can use. It actually scales up as opposed to Ascendance right now. So even though I crafted... My plan was to initially craft Elemental Focusing Lens and swap later. I do think Focusing Lens is better right now as it stands. Not to say that they couldn't do some tuning a little bit later on the other embellishments. Final Reckoning, Truce Wake, Expurgation. This is getting buffed as well. It's interesting to see that Expurgation was 2.6% of our dam. You definitely push Blade of Justice more as Templar than you do on Herald. Like, I play double blade on Templar, and that's so I can extend the Shake the Heavens longer. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you all tomorrow for the ret buffs, and make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow on Twitch, Twitter, and peace.